Internalization. Stop caring what others think of you. A fear of rejection is possibly the subconscious result of learnt conditioning from being told, "We're good," or any other judgment. If children under 6 get judged for a behaviour, they subconsciously learn that they are only loved when they perform up to the expectations of others, and then become reliant on making decisions based on the opinions of others. This is also known as an external frame of reference. You can tell if people have a fear of rejection if they are worried about the opinion of others. Sometimes this results in not being able to speak up and say their opinion for fear that someone else may not approve. This makes them easily susceptible to peer pressure. If their peers are smoking, drinking, taking drugs, drag racing, fighting, playing with dolls, in love with a sports star or actor, they will do the same, out of fear of rejection, and a belief that they will only be loved when performing up to the expectations of others. 4 frames of reference. What is your primary frame of reference? You are not always one thing. In different situations, you can behave differently. Maybe you're different at home compared to at work, or different with old friends compared to other friendship groups. A frame of reference is actually a program you run. So how do you know? Do you know inside, or does someone have to tell you? There are 4 frames of references that people use. External frame of reference. You know when others tell you. External with internal check. Others tell you, and then you check with yourself. Internal with external check. You decide, and then you check with others. Internal frame of reference. You decide for yourself. I find internal with external check to be the most common frame of reference. Let me just elaborate with a personal example because it's so common. I hope this helps you with your relationships with others. My husband would regularly call me up while he was working and say things like, "This happened and this person did this, so I did this, blah blah blah." And then he wanted to know if he did the right thing. And I might say, "I don't know about that, maybe you should have done this." And then an argument would occur. After the conversation, I would be feeling like, "Why did you ask me?" That's a huge clue for an external check. You wonder about other people. Why do they ask me? The reason is so you can complete their frame of reference and say what they want to hear. They make up their mind and then they check their decision with others. Internal with external check. If you don't agree, they will generally keep asking people until someone does agree with them. So what if you don't agree and want to say your opinion without ending in an argument? Well, in the case of my husband calling up about his work situation, I just complete the program. "Yes, sounds like you did exactly the right thing." I hang up or walk away or whatever. And then I call back or walk back straight away and say, "I've thought about it, and what if you," and then add my opinion. Once the program is complete, a new conversation can start. The solution to a fear of rejection, where people worry about the opinion of others, is to not worry about what others think. It makes sense, doesn't it? If you're worried about what others think, then just don't worry about what they think. For some people, it doesn't feel possible because they have had a lifetime of conditioning from judgment, and deeper than that, they only feel loved when others approve of them. Having some knowledge of how the fear of rejection is possibly learnt is supposed to help us get clarity on accidental subconscious decisions, so we can choose to make conscious decisions that will serve us better. You can only be hurt by yourself and your own thoughts. He can't make you angry, she can't make you worry, and they can't make you sad. You are the only thinker in your universe. Otherwise, you are going to have to send the rest of the world to the psychiatrist so you can get better. Bob Proctor. Change the frame. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Aristotle. The way to stop worrying about what others think is to strengthen your internal frame of reference and realize that you're the only one who decides if you are going to act. You decide what you decide. Repeat after me. I decide what I decide. I decide what I decide. When you have this belief mastered, you will know, because if someone insults or bullies you, you will say, "And who are you?" You actually will not worry about what that person thinks. Next time you are given a suggestion, rather than simply accepting and acting on the suggestion, think. Exercise your reasoning and ask yourself if the suggestion will improve the quality of your life. Danger is real, but fear of rejection is a choice. Believe what serves you to love your reality and create your confidence within.